This is one of the most underrated hallmarks of a millionaire, and when you see this, you'll know they are indeed a millionaire. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's me, and here we gonna talk about something that every single person who has ever wanted to become a millionaire has dreamed about. That's right, having all the cash in the world. Well, not quite. But if you get this, then you can pretty much do whatever you want with your money. You can travel whenever you want. You can buy whatever you want. You can put your kids in any school you want. So today, I'm going to show you some black cards that millionaires use to pull all of this off. And this isn't for everyone. This is reserved for those special people out there, aka high net worth individuals, or HNWs, where the minimum threshold is usually $1 million or more in investable assets. You'll also need to have an impeccable credit score, which means it's at least in the high 700s or 800s. First up, we have what some call the grandfather of them all, the Centurion card from American Express. It started back in 1999 as a way to serve those with special needs. If you had a sudden art emergency and you needed to charter a jet to London to buy a painting, or if you were heading to the south of France and you needed to charter a yacht at the last minute, you could just pick up the phone and call American Express and say, "Hey, I need a private jet," and they would make things happen. A lot of these services are available through concierge services, and nowadays, it's hard to get it unless you're already friends with someone who has the card. Next up is the ultra-exclusive Visa Infinite Black Card. They only produce 250 of these every year, and it takes a lot to get it. To even be considered, you need at least $250,000 in liquid assets and a yearly income of $500,000 per year. It's not to say you'll get it if you have these numbers, because Visa is very hush-hush about how this card comes to fruition. The rumor is that you need to spend a lot of money with Visa before you'll even be considered. Once you do get the card, however, you'll be able to enjoy some benefits like purchase insurance, extended warranty on rental cars, 24/7 concierge service, and more. Oh yeah, and by the way, this card has no preset spending limit. Moving on to the UBS Visa Infinite Card. Now this card can only be obtained by being a client of UBS and having at least $2 million under management. The interesting thing about this card is that it does you to have a preset spending limit either, and you'll receive complimentary airfare for you and 2 other guests on Swiss International Airlines from UBS locations in Switzerland to over 120 destinations. But these aren't the only elite banking products that millionaires love. If you want access to some of the best banking products out there, you need to look into becoming a private banking client. First up, we have JP Morgan Private Banking. Now, to become a private banking client, you need to have between $2 million and $10 million in liquid assets. That means if you walked into a bank today, how much cash could you walk out with? That number should be around $2 million, and if it is, then you can open up a JP Morgan private client account, which offers things like 24-hour access to relationship managers, investment strategies, and portfolio management. Speaking of strategies, we have the strategy of opening multiple accounts. For example, you can open up a Chase private client account with $500,000 and a JP Morgan private client account with $2 million. There is no maximum amount of accounts you can open. However, you may not be able to handle all of these accounts. Now, what if you don't have $2 million, but you're well on your way? Maybe you have a couple $100,000 and you're looking to grow your net worth. In this case, you can still become a preferred client at places like Chase, which requires $250,000 in liquid assets. For example, if you have a lot of real estate, a lot of rental properties, you can still go to Chase and say, "Hey, I'd like to open up a preferred client account," which in this case may require a meeting with an investment advisor, or maybe they'll ask you to apply online, unlimited bill payments, and a dedicated banker. Now, speaking of dedicated bankers, let's take a look at Citigroup Private Client. Now, unlike JP Morgan, they don't publicly list their requirements, but according to Glassdoor, it takes around $3 million in liquid assets to become a private client. So here's what you do. Then you'll find the phone number to call Citigroup Private Client. Call them up and say, "Hello, I'm interested in becoming a private client." Then you'll be routed to a financial advisor where you can discuss your goals and dreams. If they think you're a good fit, then they'll welcome you aboard. As a private client, you'll get to enjoy things like custom banking solutions, world-class investment options, and dedicated access to their team. Of course, everyone wants a piece of the millionaire pie, so scammers are trying to capitalize on this too. So always make sure you can trust who you're working with. Speaking of scammers, you should check out my video about the most common mistakes millionaires make, and by avoiding these mistakes, you can potentially add millions to your net worth. Alright, moving on to something every millionaire loves, credit unions. You probably didn't expect to hear this one, but credit unions are often overlooked, because credit unions tend to offer lower fees, higher interest rates, and better customer service than traditional banks. One example is Navy Federal Credit Union, which was ranked No. 1 in the J.D. Power 2022 Member Satisfaction Study. Now, while it is called Navy Federal Credit Union, you don't need to be in the Navy to join. All you need to do is pay a $10 membership fee, and then you can open up an account. This opens you up to a bunch of different banking products, like checking, savings, and money market accounts. So if you're a millionaire who wants to save some extra cash, then consider opening up a Navy Federal Credit Union account. Next up is the Charles Schwab High Yield Investor Checking Account. This account is great for millionaires who want to maximize their interest earnings. With this account, you'll earn an annual percentage yield of 4.25% on your deposits. This beats out many online banks, but that's not all. Charles Schwab also offers a variety of investment products and financial planning tools. So if you're a millionaire looking to grow your wealth, then this account is a great option. For the longest time, I struggled to find a bank that offered the services I needed as a growing business. I tried several major banks, but none of them could provide the personalized attention and tailored solutions that I was looking for. Arvast is focused on building long-term relationships with its clients and providing them with the best possible banking experience. I decided to give them a try, and I was blown away by the level of service and support that I received. Not only did they understand my unique needs as a growing business, but they also worked with me to develop customized solutions that helped me achieve my financial goals. I was particularly impressed with their team of experts who were always available to answer my questions and guide me through complex financial processes. Unlike the major banks I had worked with in the past, Arvast was genuinely invested in my success and was willing to go the extra mile to ensure that I had the tools I needed to succeed. So if you're a millionaire looking for a bank that truly values your business and is committed to your success, I highly recommend checking out Arvast. Next up is the Bank of America Merrill Lynch Private Bank. Now, getting into the private bank at Bank of America is easier than some of the other banks on this list. According to Glassdoor, you can get in with $3 million in liquid assets. But again, it doesn't hurt to call ahead and ask what the requirements are. As a private banking client at Bank of America, you'll get to enjoy things like a dedicated team of bankers, customized financial plans, and access to exclusive benefits. If you've made it this far, comment down below if you got value. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content so far, and I'll see you in the next video.